Hi, thanks for watching. This is Hito from hitostar.com. I am an astrologer based in New York City, originally from Japan. My mission is to inspire, motivate, and bring joy in your life. Today I'm going to be speaking about Uranus moving into sign of Taurus and Taurus new moon on May 15th, 2018. So this month the biggest event is the planet Uranus moving into sign of Taurus. So this event is only once in 84 years. So you can see how big that is. And planet Uranus is a planet of revolution, change, big change in the world, surprises. It's an energy, it is like electricity. So this planet Uranus loves changes. It's not just a little changes, but huge change. And it can be very surprising and shocking. So since last month, even in the last several months, you might be experiencing some huge changes in your life. That's changing your life, changing your career, relationships, money, a lot of things. So this Uranus energy is always unpredicted. So this month you might be already experiencing some changes, revolutionary energies, some freedom coming into your life. It might be surprising in a good way, or it might be surprising in a shocking way. But anyways, Uranus is here to surprise us and change us and take us to a totally different level in your life. So the planet Uranus went into the sign of Aries, the sign before Taurus, in 2011. That was a big event, and that actually happened in March, and that's when earthquake in Japan happened, March 11th. So you can see how big this event was. So when a big planet moves to another sign, that's when we tend to have big events in society or in our personal levels. As you can see from the natural disasters, that's when we change internally on our personal levels as well. So think about this. From 2011 March, you might have been experiencing a huge change, and now it's coming to a conclusion, and now it's going to a totally different level. Uranus is a planet of freedom, so somehow you are receiving this energy of freedom. However it is, it could be some separations, it could be you getting a big promotion in your career, it could be you changing something totally different to a different direction in your life. So on May 15th, that's when this planet Uranus goes into sign of Taurus to the next sign. So that's a big shift, huge shift, once in 84 years. And at the same time, this is very special this time because we have new moon happening on the same day. So new moon is when moon and the sun comes together, conjunct in the sky, and that happens in 28 days, every 28 days. And this time it just happens on the same day Uranus moving into the next sign, which doesn't happen often at all. So this is why how this new moon is so powerful and filled with energy of change and revolution. And at this time, this planet Uranus is going to square, coming to a 90-degree position from planet called Mars. So Mars is emphasizing this energy of revolution and revelation and change in your life. So Mars and Uranus combination can be very hot it could be very sudden. It could be, it's almost like an energy of accident. So please be careful with accidents and anything to do with sudden surprises. But this can work in a great way. Mars is about originality, branding yourself, you speaking up with your voice, you showing your true self and thinking out of the box from the place. Because Uranus is all about bringing you totally different ideas and new surprises. So with this Mars energy, it could be totally new you, and you starting your own life, you starting on new you. So if you can use this new moon in that way, it's amazing. And new moon is always the time you like to plant your seed. So when the sun and the moon comes together, that's when new cycle starts. And it goes to full moon and comes back to new moon in 28 days. And that's when it's great for you to plant your seeds, meaning make your wishes and make your intentions. And this time, because it is in the sign of Taurus, it's about love, it's about your self-value, it's about self-worth, and of course, Taurus is about money, finance, and anything beautiful in this life. Like we have today here, rose and some plants. It is very much a Taurus energy. So if you like to make some wishes regarding to your beauty, love, nature, connecting to nature, your self-value and self-worth, that's a big key at this new moon. And another topic about this new moon is we have 6 planets all in Earth signs. And this time at this new moon in Taurus and the whole month of May, we have a lot of Earth energy. So we have the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Uranus all in sign of Taurus, and Saturn, Pluto, Mars in Capricorn. So these are the planets in Earth signs, and they are giving us tremendous earthy energy, grounding energy that's related to your finance and you creating your security and trust in life. And it could be a trust with yourself as well. What I really want to talk about at this new moon is the sign of Taurus is a lot to do with self-worth, and I've been talking to my clients all about how we can love ourselves and find what we really love to do and how to connect to ourselves in a deeper level. And this sign of Taurus teaches us how we are so important, each one of us, and how we can cultivate this love every day to connect to ourselves and how important that is. Because ultimately, that connects to your self-worth, and when you have a high self-worth, high self-esteem, that actually vibrates to the world, and whatever you do becomes so true, and you can actually help other people or help the world be part of something bigger. So that's what I believe. And if you are watching this and if you can feel this energy of Taurus and be able to tune into that at this new moon, that would be great for you. In the last video, full moon in Scorpio, I talked about me getting a phone call from this world's top news company, online news company, and that was a great news for me as an astrologer, and I had a great moment. But right after that, several days later, something big happened to me. I had this client who had my session online, and she had some big event just happen that was very shocking, and that was related to someone's death, and that was related to her self-worth. And she started to crying, and she was hesitating to talk about what happened, but I told her to be open, and she can tell whatever she wants to tell me. And finally, when she started to talk about what happened, that was exactly the same event that I experienced in the past, 12 years ago, 13 years ago. So when I started to hear the story, I had strong flashback, and it was not a pleasant event at all. It was I would call it a tragedy. So when she started to tell me that, I went, my mind and the body went to that past, and I started to shake and freeze, and but I kept listening to the story, and that became such a big experience that I've never experienced before. So eventually, after she told me all the story, I told her it's exactly the same story I've experienced in my life, and she could not believe me because it's such a shocking event, and she just knows me from a YouTube video, and she thought I'm a perfect one, and nothing happened in my life. So I told her about it, and she was so happy that she talked to me. She could not tell this story to any other people except for just one friend, and she was holding it all in herself, and that's why she couldn't stop crying for half an hour in my session. And so after this session happened, it was a huge transformation for me. After we closed the Zoom online, I couldn't stop crying for hours. I was just like crying it out in my room and just remembering everything what happened to me, and realizing how much I was holding the pain, how much I was holding the past in myself until now, 12, 13 years. And now that I realize, I have not talked about this to many people at all either. And it's really recently that I just started to talk about to close friends and my clients. And so that's a big realization that happened to me recently. And I'm sure since you are watching this, this relates to you as well. So this is something I really want to talk about at this new moon. It's about you right now and future, in the future. So this new moon is showing you how different you are now and how different you can be in the future. And we are at this point, very interesting, special point in our lives, that the universe is giving us a chance to transform to someone new, totally change to someone new. So if you have something that you held for a long time in your past, it is the time to release it, and it is the time to change to totally someone new. And I would love to see that from you. And you can do this from a little things, maybe getting rid of your old things physically, mentally, emotionally, and also making some changes in your life, making some actions. It could be as little as beauty makeover. Maybe you want to change your hair color, maybe you want to change your makeups, maybe change your clothes. If you had some kind of taste that you always went for a long time, it is the time to change to totally something different, maybe something you never thought you would do. That's how we go into a different level. That's how we surprise ourselves and surprise the world, change the world. So at this new moon, what I really want to talk about is about love. Love is not only in the relationship, but love with ourselves and love with the world, love with nature. I believe love is everything, and I think we are here on the earth to learn about love, ultimately, because everything is energy and everything is love, and we are here to learn about it and be able to help each other and be able to do what we love. Thanks so much for watching. This is Hito from hitostar.com. I have an announcement for my astrology sessions. So I have not changed my astrology session price for a long time, a year and a half, and now I am changing, going to a different level. So I'm so grateful that I've been doing this for in the last 2 years, and my business has been growing a lot. So my 1 hour session is 175, and it is going up to 275 from May 15th on. But since you have been watching this YouTube video, if you are watching this video, I am offering my session with the old price 175 instead of 275 until the end of May. So if you can contact me until May 30th, the price will be still 175, and you can still get the price. So if you are interested in getting my session, it is the best time, and since you are going through a big change, we can talk all about it. And I do my session on Zoom online, and it is a very simple, easy way, and you will be able to see your chart and our faces, and it's just as how we are meeting in person. So please go to my website hitostar.com to book your session. You can make your purchase and book your session from calendar. And as many of you know, I am a singer dancer as well. So I have a show coming up this weekend on May 19th. So I'll be singing at this place called Symphony Space in New York City, and it's for Leonard Bernstein 100 years anniversary. So Leonard Bernstein is a great composer known for West Side Story and so many other music, and I'm so happy to be part of this. We'll be singing in Hebrew, and let's see how it goes. It will be an amazing experience for all of us. So for more details and information about the show, please go to my artist website, hitominozawa.com, and I'm looking forward to see you at the show. Thanks so much for watching. Please do comment, like, subscribe this video. Everything little means to me a lot. And I have other social medias, Instagram, Facebook. Please do connect, and I am wishing you a beautiful new moon in Taurus. I'll see you next time. When we're breathing in the harmony, I'm so into you. When you're swinging and singing so free, I'm so into you. Looking over the moment you are shining through, feeling my arms getting close to